The Type Soul community is cooked. This is the tier list that you guys came up with the other day. You guys put Ice in its own tier, meaning it's essentially the best Shikai, Lightning, Blood, Sombrerachi, however you want to pronounce it. Then in A tier we have Ink, Fire, Flower, Theater, Wind, Shadow. B tier we have Waters and Getsu, Berserk, Poison, Judgment. In C tier we have Confusion, and in D tier we have Creation. Now funny enough, when this poll was originally announced yesterday for the Shikai rating, I did cover it on stream. So you guys can go back and check that out. I don't know where, you could just check the VOD for the live stream, I guess. However, the community's tier list is pretty crazy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there are a lot of things I do agree on, and there are a lot of things I kind of like, oh, you guys sure about that? Now, let's go to my tier list. And now we're on my tier list. Now, I am gonna go through this in the best way possible. Again, we're just gonna, I don't think we're gonna do it in, actually, we're gonna do it in order. So, I'm not gonna lie, let's just get straight into this. Now, in my opinion, I think Berserk is C tier. Now, when I'm talking about the Shikais, I don't mean Bankai. We're talking straight Shikai kit. If you think about it, Berserk's move where they float in the air and track to you is a free pressure shift or free counter of any way, shape or form, and really easy to parry. And then the other move where it does the whirlwind tornado thing, I'm not too sure what it's called, that move is kind of midi too. And then you have the other move that I don't know what it does, but again, Berserk's whole kit in general, in my opinion, and I'm not talking about a good player or a bad player using it, I'm just talking about its kit, just its moves in general. I think its kit is a C. Now don't get it twisted, when you're low health, Berserk does a bunch of damage, and it can really clutch up. Like, it can clutch up some really close fights. Also, Berserk is not completely terrible. It is useful before the hammer nerf. Whoa. Before the hammer nerf, I'm not gonna lie, Berserk and Hammer was a crazy combo. It was super hard to deal with. Again, I don't really feel like Hammer should have gotten nerfed. That's just my opinion. I feel like it should have stayed the way it was, mainly because I do like seeing people with different weapons and not everybody doing the exact same thing, which is one of the reasons I like Type Soul. But if you're gonna nerf all the weapons, people are just gonna start only using dagger and longsword, which is kind of cringe. Moving on to Poison, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know where I'll put Poison. All the times I've fought against a Poison user, I've always thought Poison was somewhat underwhelming in its Shikai form. Definitely better than Berserk. For now, I'm gonna put it C tier. I might reposition this. This isn't final. I might reposition this. I just need to see where I put the other things on this list. Judgment, I think, is a high B. Judgment's super powerful. Its counter move is really good. Its Z move is really good. And I don't know what the other move does, but I think it's pretty powerful. Not powerful enough to go into the A tier, but powerful enough to be a high B tier. Out of Poison and Judgment, I do think Judgment is better. I'm gonna put Poison in B tier and I'm gonna keep it there for now. Confusion, I don't think Confusion's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to be a Confusion main. If you remember old Type Soul, Confusion's kit is actually pretty good. Now Confusion stacked against all the other things in this list, I don't know if I could put it super high. I think I would put Confusion below Berserk. Confusion's kit's really good, again, especially in the right hands, but stacked against the other stuff, I don't think so. And I think Berserk is slightly better than Confusion. Confusion does have a counter though, but its clap move, inverted walls, is really easy to parry, I'm not gonna lie, which just kind of puts its kit down. I won't lie to you. Creation, straight D tier. I'm not even going to explain my reasoning behind this. I know a lot of players say, oh, its kit has some free guard breaks and can get you out of combos, etc. Creation is just terrible. The startups, the range, how long the moves are super slow. Creation is mid. Ice is S tier, no doubt about it. You got the shurikens, you got the claw move that block breaks, you got the counter that deals actually quite a bit of damage. Its kit is really nice and you can set up some beautiful crazy combos with it. Strictly talking Shikai here. Lightning is also in the S tier. Lightning's kit is crazy. If you guys remember last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, they did buff Lightning for no apparent reason in the world, and it was dominating. It was dominating. You would see everybody running lightning. Even before they buffed it, people were running lightning. And then recently they nerfed it down a little bit, but lightning is still OP. Well, I will say it's a little bit easier to parry now, but then again, if you parry everything on this list, if you parry everything on this list, it's useless. So we're just talking about is kit and getting hit by it. Lightning is up there. Oh my gosh, lightning is crazy. Shikai, and I'm not even talking Bankai. We're talking Bankai. It might be better than ice for real. Water. Now water is a little bit of a crazy one. Water's kit is really good. However, water doesn't have any block break abilities. If water had block break abilities, I would stack it in the A tier. I really would. However, it doesn't have any block breaks, but its kit can really be used well to zone and bully opponents. And honestly, I think it's better than judgment and poison in my opinion. I think a good water player, again, I know I said the player doesn't matter, but I think water's kit in general is better than judgment and poisons in my opinion. Zangetsu's pretty brain dead, but I do think it is better than Berserk, Confusion, and Creation 100%. Now, with Zangetsu's kit, there is no real combo potential and nothing really leads into anything, but you can just spam its moveset and get some crazy block breaks off, or just get free poke damage, or just use it at the end of a combo in general. In Zangetsu, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if it's as good as Poison and Judgment, because Poison and Judgment's combo potential is so good. I think I'm gonna leave it's not bad enough to go into the C tier for sure. I'm gonna leave Zangetsu a permanent low B in my opinion. Blood is definitely up there. Now, I don't know if I would put Blood above Lightning or not, and I'm putting Lightning above Blood for sure. Now, the only reason I'm putting Blood below Lightning is Lightning's kit can be, I know I said, Lightning's kit can be really hard to deal with. I'm not gonna lie to you, Lightning's kit is a noob stomper. Almost everything here is a noob stomper, but Lightning's kit's really hard to beat. And Blood, a good Blood player can essentially not die and can really zone your opponent nicely. Its Shikai is really good, but I don't know. I think Lightning might be a tad bit better, if not within the same, like really up there of each other. But I'm gonna leave Lightning above Blood. Regardless of what it's above and what it's below, it's still in the S tier. Sazerabachi. Now, a lot of people are saying it's a S tier, right? And with a good Hakuda player, it is S tier. However, I'm saying its kit. I'm not saying what it's good with within its skill tree. I'm saying its kit alone is at mid A, mid if not low A. It's not bad enough to go in the B tier, it's definitely not. However, its Shikai is super underwhelming in my opinion. Its Shikai is just like, I saw it was legendary, and I just kind of shook my head. It is so underwhelming. I had no idea it was gonna come out and be this underwhelming. Benihime, please hurry up and come out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I can't put it up here in the S tier. I just don't look at Sazerabachi and say, oh yeah, it's up there with Ice, Blood, Lightning. I'm so sorry, I can't do it. I'm leaving it in the A tier. Whether it, I don't know. I'm leaving it A tier for sure. Ink. Now, Ink is a skill issue. No, and listen to me here. Ink is very, very good. However, its kit can be completely underutilized. And I'm talking about, like, people aren't running Ink right now because only good players use Ink. And even then, there are other options that are just kind of more powerful, more just a better pick than Ink. I don't think I would put it in the B tier. Definitely not. Ink's kit is super powerful. However, I think it's lower than Sazerabachi. Now, Ink's crit is apparently the fastest crit in the game, but it has such a low, small hitbox to the point where it's like, who cares if it's the fastest, you know? I think I'm gonna leave it below Sazerabachi in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree. You may or may not, but I don't think it's bad enough to go into B, and I don't think it's better than Sazerabachi. Fire. Now, the Fire rework, there's a lot of mixed opinions here. A lot of people saying Fire is really good, a lot of people saying Fire is really bad, etc. The Fire C move with the hits, where it does the little cross sword swing thing, has actually a really good range to it. It's not as good as the old C that threw out the fire palm damage thing. That had a lot of reach and it was easy poke damage. However, I'ma leave it. It's hard. I think the new fire is definitely worse than ink. I think the old, a lot of people, again, the whole fire rework thing is 50-50 to a lot of people. I've seen people say it's really good. I've seen people say it's kind of midi. I don't think it's bad enough to go B tier. I really don't. And I don't think it's better than ink. But yeah, I'm gonna leave fire below ink, and I'm gonna leave it in the A tier. Flower. Now, this one might turn a bit of heads, and hear me out here. This is an unpopular take, a hot take. Flower is mid. The only good thing about Flower's Shikai kit is its Z move and its crit, and the M1s aren't as good as they used to be. The only good thing about Flower's kit is its crit and its Z move, and even then the Z moves are really slow, and you can, like, even if you get hit by the first part of it, you can block it coming back in. But Flower's kit is pretty mid. I don't think Flower is bad enough to go B, but I think I'm gonna put it above fire for sure. Flower's kit is mid. I don't know. I could honestly, if I put Flower B, I would have to move fire B too. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Flower's kit is pretty mid. I'm gonna put it in the low A tier. So sorry, theater is going straight here. I'm not gonna lie, I might even put it right there in the middle. I don't know, I might even put it poison above it. Theater, yeah, I'm gonna leave theater right there. Now, again, this might be a hot take. Theater, Z move and X move are both really avoidable. All you have to do is dash or flash step, and you completely avoid all damage taken from the first two moves. The best thing in Theater's kit is its counter. Its counter is good, it lasts quite a bit, and it deals quite a bit of damage. It's the only thing Theater has going for itself. Yes, you can catch people out with the X move, and yes, you can catch people out with the Z move. However, its X move is easy to predict because they kind of disappear for a second. You know, oh, they use the X. Unless you've never fought a Theater player before, it's the only time it's really going to catch you out. I won't lie, as long as you're speed, as long as you have flash steps, Theater is really easy to avoid. We don't even need to talk about the Bankai. Wind is really good right now. Wind is in a very, very, very good place, and I would put it above Saza and Bachi. Now, a lot of you guys may disagree. When Crown Block broke, it was OP. Again, this isn't about when it did, this is about Wind now. Wind now is still very powerful. If you play against a good Wind player, if you play against Wind, a decent player can actually just have you on your toes, and you might never hit a move. You might never damage the Wind player. Wind players are really capable of zoning you out really well. Oh my gosh, I've been one comboed by good Wind players. I know we're not talking about players individually, we'll talk about the kit, but Wind's kit is crazy if we're talking about kits here. I feel like a Wind player would beat a Sazamabachi player any day of the week. In my opinion, Wind has come a long way from what it was. Wind used to be the lowest. People used to hate Wind, avoid Wind, and now people love utilizing Wind's kit. Super powerful. And Shadow, I'm not gonna lie, Shadow's snake move is a free parry and a free pressure shift. It's terrible and it needs a rework. It's one of the worst Shikai moves in the game, in my opinion. The snake move? See how slow that thing moves? Oh my days. Terrible move. Shadows, the move that the shadow thing where it goes in the ground, lifts you up and slams you down, easily blockable. It gives you time to block it. However, if it does hit, oh, the combos you can pull off with that are crazy. And then you have the move that Shadow goes to you and puts the mark on you for the execute. Easily blockable again. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me just do this, and I think that's my list, bro. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, the count is pretty crazy. I think that's my list, bro. Shadow is definitely overrated. Definitely overrated. And this is my list. I know a lot of you guys are gonna disagree, but on the most part, I'ma stand on this, bro. Ice, Lightning, Blood, S tier. If you argue with this, you're degenerate. A tier, Wind, Sazamabachi, Ink, Flower, Fire. I don't even know if Fire deserves to be in the A tier. I kind of want to push it down. That's why its last place is super low. I think Fire deserves to be B, but Fire is 50-50. I'm not gonna lie, it's 50-50. I do think it's better than Water because it has block break. B tier, Water, Judgment, Poison, Theaters, and Getsu Shadow. This one's where people might be like, Agz, I don't know. And you could disagree with this one. You definitely can. But I don't think I'll put Poison A tier. I don't think I'll put Poison A tier. I'm so sorry. I know you guys might disagree. And Judgment's really good, but again, I don't think I'll put Judgment A tier either. I'm so sorry. Theater's just not good enough to be in the A tier either. It's just really not. And Shadow isn't good enough to be A tier in my opinion too. I'm so sorry. And then Berserk, Confusion, Creation. That's it for my list. I know this video went on quite a bit. I just had to explain every single decision here. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.